Hey everyone, welcome in. I think we should just get this started. What do you reckon? A little bit late this morning, but here I am, as promised. We would say we would do Sunday streams, so we should do them. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome in Yuki-chan, Echo J, Jason, Jordan, Necron, and Sebastian. Let's see if we got any more people coming in. 16 people, that's alright. May as well just get started, hey? So it's been a little while since I worked on this, but I think we should get moving on it. I'm not going to draw any more characters today. I figured I would just take it really easy. Just a very casual stream. I always say it's a casual stream. Today it's going to be even more casual because we're just going to do some inking. And we'll see if we can get these two, or at least the bard. We'll see. See if we can get them finished. Andrew, welcome in, man. Jordan says, what is a tiefling? A tiefling is a race of beings from Dungeons and Dragons. You should look them up. My interpretation is a little bit different to what would be described, but I just took it as a horned lady. So I'm all for drawing them. Hey Mick. Alright. Gotta do a bit of maintenance here. Might even actually duplicate this document again. Because it's just so complicated with like so little layers, and it's alright. Just in case I stuff something up, you know. So I hope everyone's had a fantastic weekend. What have you been up to? Let me know. I have not been doing much, so took a little bit of a social media break, although I did post some artwork the last couple of days. But yeah, I have lots to catch up on the Discord. The Discord chat is going pretty well. Like, you guys are really getting into it, which is great to see. Mitchell says, morning or night where I am in the good old USA. Hope your morning is good. Yes, it is. Well, actually, it's afternoon now, because I'm a bit late. It's verging on 1 PM here. Okay, Meraki, thanks for popping in. Well, hopefully it's not too late for everybody, but you can always catch the replay. Okay. I still really need to conserve layers, so I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this. Maybe we'll just... I think trying to keep them all in one document is probably just not going to work for me because it's just so complicated. So I should start renaming this Bard and Tiefling. I can't remember how to spell Tiefling, but anyway. Thanks, autocorrect. What is it? Go back. Thank you. Yeah, that way I can, what can I do? Merge that. How many layers we got, first of all? Before we get started, I just gotta do this stuff, figure out what I'm doing. Canvas information, layers. I got three layers. Oh, that's painful. That's so painful. Okay, well, we don't need that. We don't need that. probably don't need that. Just thinking it probably would be good to keep these separate in case I want to do a bit of moving around later on. So we'll do that. We will start with this dude. Yeah, he turned out pretty cool. I like this guy. He's pretty fun. Oh, Dancing Drake. That's terrible, man. Hope you have a speedy recovery. It's alright, I'll just keep making new documents for a couple of characters at a time and then merge them like I was doing before. I don't want to, but I think it's just going to be a bit easier to manage because I keep just running into roadblocks with layers in this crazy document. So I do wonder sometimes, like, are my pencils like tight enough that I could just color that? You know, they probably are. That's okay. Oops. Now he might look a little bit pixelated, but he is quite small, so there's not really any avoiding that. Echo J says, is there a trick to merging layers in Procreate? Merging a normal layer with one set to screen, for instance, doesn't always work out and the screen layer effect disappears. Yeah, unfortunately, that is just how it works. The only way you can kind of... if you merge everything, then your blend modes will stay the same because it's just basically making everything flat. So what you see is what you're going to get. But if you're just merging a couple of layers in some of the blend modes, it's just not going to work. And that's just the nature of the beast, really. It's not particularly strictly a Procreate thing. It would be the same in Photoshop. So unfortunately you need to keep those layers kind of separate. Unless they're the same blend mode, and then it might work. Perhaps. So yeah, this inking does seem a little bit pointless because my pencils for him were pretty tight. But you know, it's probably going to look a little bit sharper with these inks. So I should keep it consistent and not, you know, start changing the style or whatever halfway through. I do enjoy cutting back on solid blacks as well with the eraser tool. It's something I've been doing for a long time, but Really adds a little bit of interest to those dark areas. Now, if you like the music today, it's the same stuff I played last week, except I kind of did a bit of research on what I was listening to. So this guy's name is ASKii. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's ASKii. If you search for him on YouTube, he's got heaps of music that he's made. It's really amazing. I might actually try and probably hit him up just to make sure that it's okay to stream his work at some point. I hope he doesn't mind. But yeah, it's just some cool, chill, medieval fantasy vibes. And very good for this kind of stream. Caden, I'm going to be streaming basically this time every week. Maybe a little bit earlier if I get my shit together. I had a bit of a late night last night. I'm terrible. Really need to make sure that, you know, you've got a stream on Monday, go to sleep on Sunday night at a reasonable time, like an adult. Yeah, last night I just stayed up chatting with a friend for a little bit too long, but it was nice. Crispy says, do you use reference at all when you draw, or is it all in your head? It's mostly all in my head. We did use a little bit of reference just for some inspiration on like outfits and stuff, but I didn't really, you know, pay too much attention to it. I just sort of looked at it a couple of times and oops. Yeah, just to jog the inspiration, you know. But the character and the pose and whatnot was straight out of my noggin. I'm gonna remember to try and just keep my inks a bit more looser, you know, just get a bit more flow in there. I tend to just make everything so tight, and I'm sick of it. So I'm going to try and loosen this up a little bit. And that always helps because it's a little bit quicker to speed this process up. One of the things I love about my brushes, I don't want to always talk about my brushes, but this is a chisel tip, I guess you would call it, when it wants to work. So thick and thin, and you can kind of use your pressure and your angle, once you know how it works, to really get some nice lines in there. Oh, this is actually a new ink brush, I should say. It'll be coming out soon. But do I have any similar ones? Let me have a look here. I think the sloppy one was kind of similar. No, well, not really. This is a little bit different. But it's not hard to make a chisel tip. Like, you either just go to your shape and you choose a shape like that, or you can let me just get a brush to show you. Let's try this one, just the default thing. You go into shape, and then you go down here to the thing. I don't know what it's called, and you can just pull it down like that. So you pull it down like that, that's gonna squish your shape, and now you've got this thing. And you'll notice how, well, I don't think you can see, but I'm turning the angle, but the tip of the pen on the canvas is staying the same. Obviously if that's what you want, that's fine, but you can, I think, choose azimuth, and now it will follow your angle, which is kind of cool. Anyway, just a little couple of brush tippies there. Oh, welcome in, Brian. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, Miles, I'm always in the future, my friend. They don't call me Marty McFly for nothing. Sahil asks, mind if I ask why the light skin layout for Procreate and the stream? I was doing the dark mode for a while, but I felt like it was a little bit jarring because a lot of the time I do have like a white canvas. So if it's just all white, it kind of is a little bit easier on the eyes, I think, but I could be wrong. We can go dark mode if you want. Oh, thanks, Necron. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with him too. He's just a really fun character. Have you guys been enjoying my return to pinups? I've been enjoying making them, definitely. If you haven't seen them, jump on Instagram. I've posted a couple of quickies. I plan on doing some more elaborate kind of works, a little bit more full body, a little bit more concept involved. I look forward to doing something a bit more detailed and elaborate, but just to get me going, I thought I would do these like kind of close-up portraits. Like, yeah, I don't know why, but I've just really enjoyed them. They're a lot more simple, they're a lot quicker to do, but I'm having fun with them. Oh, do I have a favourite pinup artist? Not really. Not really. I wouldn't say I have a favourite pinup artist, to be honest. I think I'm a little bit behind the times because I haven't really been into pinup art for a while. So I'm sure there is like a lot of amazing artists out there that I just don't know about. So if you'd like to send me some, I'm more than happy to see what's happening in the world. Oops. But yeah, so my return to pinups is not, it's not like I'm leaving drawing fantasy. It's not going to stop, you know. I just had an urge to kind of draw some things that I used to really enjoy drawing, and thought, why not, you know. But also, I've just got the urge to do another book again. My last pinup book was Nightmares and Visions, and I just feel like I feel like I've got a few stories to tell. Nightmares and Visions was predominantly a pinup book, but there was stories behind some of the drawings and whatnot. And yeah, I always used pinups as a way of just expressing an idea, even if it's just like really minute and just in my own brain. Nobody else might know what it is. But yeah, just self-expression really through pinups. It's a weird kind of concept, but maybe it's not so weird anymore. I don't know. I'm reminded of Loish. I don't know if that's how you say her name properly, but anyway, I'm sure you know who she is. She's popular enough. You know who I'm talking about. Her work is amazing, and I would still kind of classify her stuff as kind of pinup, you know? I mean, it's not like super sexy, traditional, cheesecakey kind of pinup, but it's still essentially attractive females, and she's using it in a way to express something. So if you look at her work, you can see there's something else going on in there, in some of them. I'm sure sometimes she just wants to draw something, even with just a particular colour in mind. I don't know, I'm just assuming, because that's kind of how I work sometimes. Like, I'm just in the mood to draw skulls and girls. You know, it doesn't have to mean anything more than that, but yeah, I just get the feeling that maybe there is more going on with Loish's work, and that kind of does remind me of what I kind of used to do with my pinup work. Yeah, I feel like I just want to get back into a bit more of that. So I definitely would like to keep working on my pinups, and eventually maybe I'll have enough new work to make a new hardcover art book. I think that would be pretty sweet. So a Kickstarter for that at some point would be pretty cool. But I also wanted to make a Wanderings 2, which will be full of my mostly traditional, but I would say some digital fantasy stuff. So 2 books this year I would be pretty amazed by doing that, you know. That would make it a really good, successful year for me. pen notices that I do the two middle fingers kind of stuck together. It's just a habit, really. You'll notice a lot of artists are doing it, so it's not just me. But it's a way of simplifying the hand, and it just aesthetically looks good. It's probably not. Well, actually, I probably did it wrong. I'm not really sure if that's a real chord. But it's almost a power chord, right? No, that would be one finger there and three close together, I think. Anyway, I don't know if you use power chords on a lute, but there you go. Sahil says his Patreon Discord role on his Discord has access to this amazing pinup channel. Yes, it does. I'm posting there before I post on Instagram. I have posted a few things on Instagram recently. I just couldn't hold off sharing it with the world, but there's going to be a lot of exclusive things for Patreon. But I have to be careful. I don't want to show too much on the Discord because I want to keep it for the monthly sketchbooks. But I suppose let's just go have a look at some. There you go, you get a little bit of a sneak peek already about what my next one will be. I suppose like you haven't really seen the sketch of this and that sort of thing, so that's where the sketchbook will come in handy. So it'll show you a couple of different processes. And probably the time lapse as well. I'm actually, Matt, I'm really terrible with naming things. Which is why I just called this one Violet Death. That's the first thing that came to my head. I really should put more thought into it. Sometimes I know exactly what I want to call it. Like sometimes an artwork will come out of a name or a phrase or a couple of words that just start me thinking creatively, and so that has a name from the beginning sometimes, but most of the time I got no clue. Welcome in, Meek. So just going to try and keep this a bit loose, so that we can get it finished. And I just like it. It just, some gaps in the lines, which always makes it more difficult to color. But I like it. Looks more interesting than everything solid and whatever. Oh wow, 6-hour D&D fight. That's awesome. I think I should hit up my friend Freya and see if she plays D&D. I bet she probably already does. That's the problem. Everybody's already in a campaign. I want to play. Why nobody want to play with me? Oops. That line was not very good. just sort of an implied details here. It's just too small to really do much, to be honest. Anyway, I hope this isn't boring, guys. I assume that you'd really prefer to see me drawing the sketches, coming up with the characters, but you know, inking needs to happen, and it's got to be done, right? Matt1 says, do you back up your files frequently from the iPad? I just got a hard drive and I haven't figured out an easy way to do it yet. Yeah, I probably don't back up as nearly as often as I should, which reminds me I should do that today. But yeah, I basically just airdrop the files to my iMac, which just makes it really super easy. I also have an external hard drive, so I make sure I back it up on that one as well. Anything like super important. But yeah, it's very, very important to back up your stuff. In fact, I think I may have come in trouble with some of this Let's Draw Fantasy stuff from the original few characters that I did. They're on my old iPad. And let's just say I forgot my password. Once I got the new iPad, and I did transfer some things over, and for some reason, I went to go back to the other stuff to look at some comic work that I had roughed out, and I just typed in the wrong password like multiple times. Don't do that. Like, if you don't know your password, stop. Don't even try. Go and figure it out and be confident, because I am completely locked out of my old iPad. And I don't know if I can get back my work. It's not wiped yet, but I think it's on there somewhere. I'm gonna have to take it into an Apple store or something. So yeah, that was a lesson learnt that I shouldn't have really, I should know better than that. But these things happen. So yes, back up all your work. And never delete your Procreate app, because if you delete this app, you're deleting all of your artwork as well. Right? So keep that in mind. You guys drawing as well? What are you guys doing? If anyone's drawing right now, I want to know what you're up to. And don't forget, we do have a Discord channel, so hop on in there if you want to share your work. There's lots of people sharing their work in there at the moment, and I try to pay attention and comment. I'm a bit slack at the moment. This weekend I'm a bit behind on messages, but I'm going to go in there today and have a quick look around. But we've got a nice little community going on in there now. It's very wholesome. People helping each other out, you know, sharing tips. There was even a couple of people collaborating with each other, which I thought was like so sweet. That's right, he was going to have a cloak, and I think I forgot to draw that in. There we go. We're making slow progress here. I'm just trying to read up on the comments here. Oh, Matt Munn is drawing tarot cards. Oh my god. That's awesome, bro. Like, I've always wanted to do tarot cards, but it's such a big project. There's so many. Maybe I should get around to doing that one day. Very cool though. That boy Moose is doing gesture studies. Cool. Reik, R-E-I-Q. Crazy pinup girls. Okay, I'll have to check him out. So many coins for The Witcher. That's right. KT says the girls look like bubbly balloons. It's just unrealistic. Okay, I really do need to check it out. I don't know his work. Yeah, you know, I think unrealistic is okay in art, personally, because people can kind of draw whatever they want. But that also means, you know, not everybody has to like it, which is totally fine. I think it's great that there's artists out there that are doing more realistic body types and more diverse characters and things like that. I think that's fantastic. But not everybody has to do that, and that's what I think people need to realize, you know. At the end of the day, we're all creating art, and that's a good thing. That's what I liked about working on Crystal Clans is I was given the opportunity, or the instruction, to draw a lot of diverse characters, and I think I learned a lot from doing that. It was really good. Yeah, that's fair enough, Katie. Not everything is going to vibe with us, you know. Take care, Mick. There is something out there for everyone. That is right. Gosh, is this inking taking me ages, or am I just being impatient? I'm always like this, aren't I? I always think I'm going way too slow. That's alright. It's fine. It's fine. We're almost done. Probably like another 15 minutes, and then we'll start colouring him in. And there's this little guy. I wasn't really happy with him, so hopefully I can modify him with ink. Into some sort of... oh, that was just a notification from Matt Munn becoming a patron. Thank you so much, Matt. Really appreciate it. He just needs, yeah, bigger horns or something. Oh, Nicole Reynolds, oh my goodness. Jesus, that is an amazing super chat. Thank you so much. You love the bard. Excellent. Yeah, I think he's actually well on the way to being my favourite character in this whole thing as well, to be honest. Yeah. I digged the storyteller. I think he came out cool, but I'm digging the bard. Thank you so much for that super chat. Oh my goodness. You guys are amazing. Nicole, if you have any questions, please chuck them at me. Seriously. I mean, for a super chat like that, I'm yours. I have a tuxedo cat who jumped out the window not long ago, so he's gone. But he will be back at some point. And don't worry, there's a roof there, so he does his thing. Alright, this little dude, yeah, I'm still not really super happy with him, but alas, he needs to be finished, and we can move on. Maybe he's not all that bad. I just don't know what he is. It's a weird little fawny kind of creature, I guess. This music is a bit too creepy. What's going on? Here we go. Sorry, my hair is annoying me today, so we're gonna get serious mode with the hat. Nicole Reynolds says, "You're welcome. I just like watching. I'm fascinated by what you do." Seriously, thank you so much. What's it? We're talking about cats, aren't we? Chris Miller says, "Not here long, but just wanted to stop by and say thank you for the great content and amazing inspiration. I hope you start going off and doing more art quests like Cradle Mountain for yourself." Thanks, Chris. I would love to. I really want to get back out there. I haven't decided where I'm going to go next. Yeah. I should do something probably local, because the Cradle Mountain thing, I needed to get accommodation and stuff because it was a bit of a drive away, and I needed somebody to look after my cat and my dog, so it was a bit more trickier to plan. So I don't know. I don't know what's next. Wish I could just travel overseas. Hey Anna, welcome in. Hey Jack. Chris says, hey, even if it's just you walk through a park, the most important thing is just doing it for you. Yeah, that's true. Maybe I can do another botanical gardens thing. I don't know. No, there is places I can go. I do want to try and combine a bit more, like, I want to go and draw like really old building. I love really old buildings. They really inspire me, and Australia doesn't have a lot of European history, I would say. So, you know, our buildings only go back to the mid-1800s, but there's a lot of cool buildings and old churches here, which I would like to draw, but I also want to try and put some more, I don't know, something else in there, like not just draw the landscape, but draw something a little bit more interesting going on, like add some characters, or I don't know. So that's where my thought process is, but we'll see. This week I am going to try and get back to making some new videos. I have my Patreon it's been on hiatus for a couple of months, so it's just coming back as of the 1st of March. So I'm going to be working on some brand new content for Patreon. Like I said previously in my last stream, I think, I'm going to do some kind of like insight videos, maybe like 10-15 minute short videos on, I don't know, various drawing topics, and kind of just like draw and talk over the top. So pretty casual drawings, but I think, you know, maybe someone out there might like them. And I'm also going to try and finish my big, like a big version of that, where I go through and I create a character from scratch. Kind of like the streams are. I mean, you guys get to watch me and you get to watch my whole process. But sometimes I'm not really talking about what I'm doing as such. So I've done a couple of versions of this video. I'm not happy with it, so I'm going to do it one more time. And kind of just explain my process in a really concise, almost step-by-step description, and just so, you know, people can see how I do things. So that I need to get finished in the next couple of weeks as well. Alright, we're almost done, Sky. Gotta get his boot done. Come on, Mr. Boot. Let's just get you done. got the standing stone to do, so we're almost finished. Oops. Bloody iPad. Watercolors. Yeah, that could be cool. I mean, I kind of know what I'm doing with how I use watercolors, but like I've said before, I've never been trained in how to use them. So, yeah, that's why I don't really want to do tutorials of any kind. I want to see them as just insight videos, because I don't believe I am qualified to teach people, you know. But if I can just show you what I do, and if you take something from that, then that's cool. Or maybe I should just have more confidence in myself, hey? I don't know. But yeah, I'm much more confident with like digital stuff than watercolor. But I do really enjoy watercolors, so I could make a video on that for sure. Nicole says, I like just watching the creativity, like I can't fathom having something that beautiful come out of just lines and a thought. Anyone that can do that is just amazing to me. It is pretty amazing what people can do, you know, for sure. Alexander, welcome in. Katie says, ink. I had no idea all the things one could do with ink, yeah. For example, you can actually dilute your ink with a little bit of water and oil-like stuff. I can't remember the name. I haven't heard of the oil-like stuff. I'm curious about that, but in my sketchbooks, I would previously I would be using ink, a little pot of ink, and water to dilute it, and that's how I would do the rendering in just grey tones. I really enjoyed that, but I found it was just, you know, I bought a little watercolor travel kit, and then it just kind of dawned on me, like, I can basically do the same thing with just the tiny little black paint and water. It's essentially the same thing. It's just actually even easier to control than a pot of ink. And then I don't have to worry about spilling a pot of ink when I'm out at a cafe or something, or it leaking in my bag, or, you know, something crazy like that. So I haven't done ink tones in quite a while. It's all been watercolor. Alright, I think we're almost finished with the inking. It took me so long, guys. So long. We're not going to see behind this rock anyway, but it's there. I probably should do this. Brittany says, how do you handle the watercolors making the inking of line work dull and less pure black? Well, that's a good question, because that's definitely something that happens a lot. Yeah, I guess it depends how much... I guess the more paint you put on it, the more it's going to happen. So I generally tend to go pretty light. But yeah, the simple answer is just to re-go over your lines. It's a bit of a pain. So that's the thing. It doesn't happen when you're inking with actual ink. So watered down ink won't do that, whereas watercolor will. But I don't mind it actually. I think it kind of adds a little bit extra, you know, extra depth. If some of the lines are a little bit lighter, you can kind of use it to your advantage, and I would just kind of re-go on the outline and the things that I want to like really stand out and be a bit more vibrant. Okay, we're done. We are done. We're gonna flat color this dude. Let's just color fill this. It's really... Why is it? Oh. Did it on the wrong layer, guys. Terrible. There we go. Much better. Thank you, Nicole. Anna says, hey Marty, does that glyph mean anything, or just more of a quick on the fly? It's a somewhat a version of the tattoo I have on my wrist. Doesn't mean anything? I've got a meaning I've put to it over the years. It's kind of just personal. I'm not really gonna divulge, it'll just sound silly, so it's basically meaningless, let's face it. Like, it's just aesthetic until I come up with a good explanation for it. But no, it's out of my head. It's just one of those things I keep drawing, so it is very reminiscent of the, I think, the Hearthstone logo or something like that. I didn't particularly plan that, it just kind of happened. J-Day, will you be streaming the colouring process as well? I think I will. I might take a short break soon. And then we can come back and try and finish it up. I'm really bad with streams. I always need breaks. I remember there was one time I streamed for like 7 hours on something. One of the earliest fantasy prompts that we did. I can't remember which one. That was intense. I was pretty wrecked after that. But yeah, we should be able to finish coloring this. It's not going to take too long. Katie, thanks for joining. Good to see you. Maybe we'll see you next time. Oh, happy V-Day. Happy V-Day to you too. Anna, you're very right. There is. I do have my own intention for the symbol. I'm just not really keen on sharing it. That's all. I'm sure you understand. Thinking I should try and do, like, make these streams a bit more interactive. I've said that before, but a thought crossed my mind today that maybe I should try and do, I don't know, like a giveaway every stream or something. Not that I can really afford to do that, but I don't know, that could be kind of cool to have a prize for something. I don't know. Open to suggestions. But yeah, once I get this this Let's Draw Fantasy thing under wraps, I can look forward to doing some different kind of streams. Like I said, more interactive streams, like the life drawing kind of stuff I was hoping to do, where we could all kind of draw along together. I think that'd be pretty sweet. But yeah, I would definitely like to keep the once a week schedule up and running. I'm sure you remember I said I was going to stream 3 times a week. That is not feasible. I think once a week is good for me. I can't remember how many prompts are left though. Like, what have we got else to do? I'll have a look in a sec once I close this. Close the gap. It's nothing worse than losing 5 minutes of a selection. Like, what just happened then? I'm so confused. Yeah, that was weird. Where is my prompt list? Prompt list is here. We have the druid, which I need to get onto. He's in the middle here somewhere. There's a green man next to this guy. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. Yeah, look, there's not too much more to go. So hopefully in the next couple of months we can finish this up. That would be very good. Tropical Jake says, maybe also tie in the Discord. People can work along with the stream and then you have a look at the whips they post. Yeah, definitely. That is definitely what I'm talking about, my friend. I think that'd be really awesome. So I can show everybody's work on stream as we go. That'd be sweet. that's not quite right. We do have a few things that I have missed. I always miss something. Also, this this is very untechnical instrument, so don't judge me too much, guys. Please. How many strings? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's just too big. Ooh. Just try and use Liquify here. Could go horribly wrong. No, it's not too bad. Magical strings. Yeah, he doesn't even need strings. It's fantasy. We can just make this shit up. It's fine. A blue tone? Yeah, you definitely could be. Might just depend what colour looks good to the rest of him. We'll see. Yeah. So what I do is I copy the lines, I fill it with my fill color, and then I merge them so that I can put so that the fill is like all the way filled to the very edge of the line art, and that way I can use a clipping mask on the line art and it doesn't change too much. That makes sense? Good. So that's what that was about. Okay. What am I doing? Kind of just want to work in Grayscale. I've been doing that with my pinup stuff I've been doing recently. Is just working with tonal value to make sure all the levels just look right, and then adding color on top, which is kind of fun. Something a bit different. So I don't know, maybe I'll just do that right now. I've got an urge. This is experimental. I haven't really done it with much, so Maybe this is a silly idea. I don't know. Maybe it would be quicker. I'm gonna try it. We're gonna do this, guys. Oops. Actually, I'm kind of second guessing myself now. Sometimes I should just stick with what I know. I'm overthinking it. I'll show you what I did last, what I'm talking about. I may as well at least show you. See if I did it with this, if I can show you in here. Okay. Right, there you go. So I did I just rendered in Grayscale. Multiply layer there. And yeah, I just wanted to keep these ones really simple, and I just kind of got sick of just thinking in color. Like I really only wanted like minimal color. In fact, the way I thought of these things was I would do everything Grayscale and then just have one feature color. Kind of like that idea, like just really simplistic. I kind of got a bit carried away here and kind of made everything purple. But yeah, that was just an overlay layer on top. So anyway, that's where my mind was, or has been, and so that's why I was doing this. But I don't know if I should. It's just might just complicate things in this one. Yeah, I just find it hard to work in colors sometimes. It takes me ages to figure out what I want. I feel like this guy should be kind of like somewhat tanned. You know, like he's traveled around, he's seen some sun. I don't know. What is that? Something on top. Yeah, I'm kind of getting into the idea of just roughing in this color as well. Like, I don't think everything needs to be so precise anymore. It doesn't matter if I go out of the lines a little bit here and there. It's okay. I don't care. I think it'll look okay in the end. Yeah, so this is me trying to loosen up a little. What do you guys think for colors? I mean, I don't know. I guess we should start with the obvious things. His loot should be kind of brown. That's not really brown, is it? I do want to keep his colors pretty minimal. I mean, I know he's going to be you know, he should be a bit fantastic, right? But I don't want him to be too busy because the whole thing's busy. So maybe some sort of color scheme, purple and gold, exactly, like something like that. Green. Yeah. Black and yellow. We might just have to experiment. Wow, what just happened then? Oh god. I keep thinking reds as well, I don't know why, but... feeling like you should have some socks on, like, or I don't know, some pantaloons underneath these things. Either that or he's got bare legs, I'm not sure which. Yes, I find color choices very, very hard. They, there's too many options, you know? It's alright, let's just... tend to just, like, do things and then change them, look back at it all and change it as I go along, so... Red goes well with the skin tone. Yeah, I think it does. Kind of works. Maybe for his sleeves, it'd be kind of like this color or something. Maybe I should just rough this in and just see how I feel about the look of it. You know? Definitely stripy, so I don't know, maybe orange. Don't know how I feel about that. Maybe red. like a blue cloak, perhaps. Yeah, this colour scheme's already a little bit all over the place, so I don't know. They are colourful characters though, but I did say I wanted to kind of keep it kind of minimal. Now I'm doing the complete opposite. Right, that's the same colour as the thing. Dark blue. I think I'm okay with this, but I don't like his sleeves now. Ah, gosh, guys, I can't decide. JP says make his tunic brown with green velvet accents. Yeah, that's possible. Blue and yellow, colors of Captain Hook. Could try the Gryffindor colors, red, black, yellow. Yep. Tricky. Can always do this, can't we? It's not working for me. I'm not liking it. Let's just go back to Grayscale. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Like, I feel like I can picture it in my head in Grayscale for some reason, so I'm just gonna do it. This is what I wanted to do in the originally anyway. And then we can experiment with colors on top. So let's do that. Anyway, if anyone has any more questions while I finish this up, please chuck them to me, and I'll keep talking about something. Psycho Cat says, well, he's a bard, so because he travels too much, he's not a clean person. Possibly. Possibly. I don't know. I feel like he should be somewhat particular about being a little bit classy. But at the same time, enjoys various different cultures and classes, you know. He'll slum it with the rest of them, as long as he's playing his tunes. That's kind of how I'm feeling about him. Yeah, so as I was saying, I don't usually work this way, but I just have an urge to work in Grayscale at the moment, so at least then I can kind of like separate the different sections that I know I want to be, you know, some things lighter and some things darker. Jordan says, when you're posing a character, how do you know what to do with the arms and hands? Does it just come with experience? It definitely comes with experience, and you know, I don't always know exactly what I'm going to do. You kind of just, well, sometimes you do know what pose you're after, but a lot of the times I just make things up as I go along. So you know, you just move their hands around, the pose can kind of change dynamically as you sort of like sketch out and try to figure out what you want. What's going on here? He's lost his fingers. Yeah, I just experiment really, and then see what works. Kind of doesn't look right now that I've coloured that in, but anyway. Well, I don't know how I feel about this, guys. It's a little tricky, this one. But I'm sure it'll come together in the end. These things, they often do. There's always doubt as you go along. That Boy Moose says, crazy twist, what if leave him with grey colours but give gold patterns like tiny crowns and music notes? Yeah, see, that's also an option. That could be kind of cool. A little bit different. Oops. Oh. We will work it out. I think I'm just going to quickly kind of finish off some of this stuff and then take a slight break, get some more coffee, step away, think about it, come back, and we will decide what we want to do with fresh eyes. I hope you've enjoyed the stream so far. Next week we will be back to hopefully drawing something new. I'll try and get the Tiefling. I'll try and get the Tiefling finished before next stream so that, you know, we can have a stream of drawing something new. I think those are the better streams. Yeah, I'm already seeing problems with this. I feel like there's too much darkness going on here. Wonder if I can automatically select a few things here. Oh my god, what the heck? Automatic selection tool. Oh, that's why. Sorry, color fill was on, my bad. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit thrown today with my process, to be honest. I'm all over the place. I guess that kind of happens sometimes. It's a Monday. I have not had breakfast. That doesn't help. I should eat something. Find out how my brain just does not want to function if I haven't. If I get hangry, you know? I'm sure you guys know what it's like. And that is currently what is happening right now. I am hungry. But anyway, I think we've done a fair bit. We inked. We're gonna get there. We're gonna sort those colors out when we come back. Crispy, thanks for so much for popping in. Appreciate it, man. Gosh, there's so much in this replay. Yeah, it's about time for a little bit of a stretch, a bit of a walk around. I'm going to have a 10-minute break. I'm going to leave the stream on, and then we'll come back and I'll see if I can kind of wrap this up, get this guy done. So again, thank you so much for joining me, and I will return. So see you guys in a moment. Bye. Alright, I'm back, folks. Thank you so much for waiting. Alright. Look, if I could turn my microphone off, I would probably snack while I do this, but it's not very professional, is it? So we won't do that. But I ate a banana, got some coffee, I got some water. We should be fine to do this. Okay. Yeah, he's all over the place, isn't he? We need to fix him. We need to fix this mess. What is going on? Oops. Oh my god, it's all over the place today. Really, really is. I'm not happy with this. Okay. Focus. I can fix this. You kept busy? That's great. Excellent. Good to hear. Oh, these layers are driving me bonkers. I've messed them all up. This is what happens when I don't eat breakfast. Things get messy. Alright. We can do this. We just need to focus and work it out. Alright. Let's just start just putting some colours in here. I feel like his bags should always be brown in my opinion. So that's what I'm gonna do. Charles says, and banana isn't the richest source of potassium either. Well, it was something, right? The coins will be gold, for sure. I'll get to them later. We will not forget the coins. Forget my glove. That helps. Something is making a noise when I shake my desk. It's very annoying. Stop it. Anyway, I hope you guys are having better luck than I am today with drawing or whatever you guys are up to. It's not going to allow me to have any more layers, which is quite annoying. Okay. Something weird going on here. Alright. Now we can start maybe playing with some colors here. So usually we got to change the blend mode and kind of experiment this way. It's done his skin as well. Anyway. I don't know why I'm having such a difficult time today. I just don't know. Maybe we'll stick with the green, blue, brown kind of thing. Maybe. Yeah, teal and gold accents and I know it's really clashing with his loot, but I just gotta make some progress here. We can change it later. Hopefully. Maybe if I just take the loot off for a moment. I'm determined, guys. I know this is this has been a disaster so far, but we are gonna get this if it's the last thing I do. Now, why doesn't he have a finger? Here we go. Maybe his pants can be the same color as his hat. That could work. Probably just going to have to go over this fawn character later on, so I'm going to ignore him for the moment. Well, it's something. It's something. You know, liking the hat color? That's okay, man. Do you hear a cocky? A parrot? There could be something out there. Well, the cool thing now is I can adjust things if I want to. Alright. Please bear with me when I get quiet because I'm really struggling today. I'm just trying to bring this to an acceptable standard, and like I said, it's a challenge. It's not everything always goes swimmingly. So yeah, if I get quiet, please excuse me. Philip Chandler says, "Man, I don't know how you can select so fast and so accurately. I'm terrible at that." Well, sometimes my iPad likes to really stuff me up when I'm doing that. But yeah, it just comes with practice. That looks weird. What's going on there? Okay, something a little bit weird is going on here. Do have to remember to get these coins in as well. Yeah, she's a little bit messy today, my workflow. Let's just delete this. Now, is there a way I can just change individual colors with this? I'm much more confident in doing it in Photoshop, so I don't know. Cancel. I feel like the The sleeves, perhaps, should be a bit different. Yeah, maybe so. Something like that, you know. They don't need to be colourful. That's okay. So how are you guys feeling about that teal? There was one person, I think it might have been Charles, who said he didn't like the teal hat. I think his feathers should be kind of purple. I want to try that. Just do it down here. Anna says she likes the teal with the toned down sleeves. Cool. Charles says, well, the teal hat without other hint of teal, no, but if there's other teal, that works. It balances out. It balances. Good kind sir. A bit hard to see with the selection mask visibility, but I cannot decide. I cannot decide. Cancel. Oh, he's a tough one. I didn't think he would be. I thought it would be really easy. Not to worry. We'll get there in the end. I did want to have these musical notes glowing as well, so I'm just going to change those colors. Alright, that's looking a bit better. So that kind of stands out a little bit differently from him. A bit more happier with that. Do want to change these bits. This bard is going to make so many people destroy the computers and screens. What do you mean? Is this painful for you to watch? Because yeah, look, it's a bit painful for me to create, that's for sure. Because it's just one of those days, peeps. One of those days. You know what? I don't think he looks too bad. I think we should probably just try and just go ahead with him and see what I can do. See how he looks in the end, you know. Different coloured eyes. Interesting. Sleeves don't match. Welcome in, Riptide. I just wish I had more layers to play with. Well, since I'm not going to get to the Tiefling at this point today, I might just delete the sketches because we don't need them. And that frees up an extra couple of layers. And now I can play with a couple other things. Whoa. Not exactly what I meant to do. Just trying different things here, guys, so bear with me. I just feel like I do need to pull him together somehow. Goose. Sorry, that's my dog. What are you barking at, girl? She's half asleep over there. Oh, okay, I'm done. I'm sold. I'm sold on that. I don't care if you guys don't like it, I'm sorry. I have to reach a conclusion, and I think I've just figured it out. So what we did was we put a hue layer on everything, which has sort of brought the colors together a bit, and I'm just gonna pull it down to about 60%, and now it's all kind of got this purpley cohesion to it, and I kind of like that. So I'm gonna stop overthinking this now, and we're just gonna finish it. So is that okay? What, have I done anything wrong? Actually, there is one bit there that doesn't look right. Where is that cheeky section? What is this? That doesn't look right. Alright, so that's what I'm going with. I hope you like it. I just cannot overthink this any more than I have already done. So, that took... Oh my god, that took quite an effort. That really, really did. Just change some line colors and we'll get into rendering and we'll finish this bad boy up. I mean, his colors will probably change anyway once I put everything together, so I just tend to overthink things sometimes. Oh yeah, the little guy. I totally forgot him. It's alright, we'll figure something out. He shouldn't be too hard. So yeah, I put off changing any line colors until I'm satisfied with the color choices I've got, because it gets very messy once you start having to change the underneath colors and then the line colors are different. It just, yeah, so you're better off just, if you're going to change line colors, don't do it until you've done all your flat colors and you've made sure you're happy with everything. I did say bags should always be brown, but I think all the bags I've done are brown, so, you know, he's a bit different. He's a bit eccentric. He can have a pink bag. It's kind of pink-ish. Brown for the fawn, definitely. I think that's going to actually work quite well with his contrast. And where we got coins. Coins. Anything shiny, usually I will change the line art color. Yeah. I think I'm okay with this, except for these sections. That definitely needs to change. Hey, 432, welcome in. Try a smoke rose color above the eye, like eyeshadow, since you say he's eccentric. Not too heavy, just for a look-see. Yeah, fine. Just because we can do a bit of interactivity here, I'll do it. Like he's wearing makeup? I don't know. I'm not. This is your vision. I'm just going along with it. I don't know. I don't know how you feel about that. I'll leave it there for the moment. What was I doing? Line colors. Is that what I was doing? Yeah, this stuff. What's up, Anna? You're metting. Metting? Anyway, we're making progress. Finally. Told you I'm gonna get this guy finished, if it's the last thing I do. He needs to be done. Okay. Probably could just make sure I add this little rope in here. What else have I missed? Oops. What's going on there? Oh, it's underneath. And just darken those socks a little. Okay, time for rendering, finally. Thanks, Sams, welcome in. Oh, actually, I probably should get this little dude done, hey? Before we go any further. Yes, look, the stripes could be a bit more sufficient, and accurate, but they are still there, my friend. I could probably fix that. But you can't say that they're not there. They're there, they're just not very accurately done. We'll just get this guy done first and then we'll do the sleeves. Okay, I'm happy with him. He can stay just like that. Alright. Haven't even got to my rock yet, my standing stone. That's okay. I think what we'll do is we'll just add some, what was I gonna say? Some rendering and finish him up. Merge those layers. Did that work? Oh no, I can't forget the this thing, yeah. That's about as good as you're gonna get, my friend. But I appreciate you calling me out because it did need to be a bit more fixed. A little bit more fixed, right? That is kind of bugging me. There you go. Anyway, if anyone else has any more questions while I'm doing this, that'd be appreciated. It'd give me something to talk about. If not, that's okay too. This is kind of my favorite part, so I tend to zone out a little bit here and there. My whole iPad just froze then. That was really weird. Manga Studio, how do you work with value? Very difficultly. I find it's hard for me. I tend to just look at things at the end, and you know, if something doesn't look right, then I'll change it then. But yeah, I need to put more effort into figuring it out as I go along. rather than at the end. What are you talking about, mate? With the right cuff? I'm confused. Oh, I actually really don't know. Either I'm completely missing it, or I'm not sure. Do you mean these things? These cuffs? Dunno. What's happened to my little monkey dude? He's gotten pink. We don't want that. We don't want you having pink, Mr. Monkey Dude. I don't know why I'm calling him Monkey Dude now, but... There we go. Yeah, Grayscale, it is hard. I mean, sometimes I feel like it does help, but other times, like today, I started trying to do it in Grayscale and then add the color on top, and it's not my usual workflow, so it really threw me off. Austin, thanks. Welcome in, man. Hunchback of Notre Dame, that's cool. Oh man, I cannot wait for cons to come back, bro. I was dwindling out of conventions for a while. Just, you know what it's like, you get burnt out on them a little bit. But now that we can't have them, I need them. We need them back in our lives. On the plus side, when they do come back, hopefully we'll all have so much new work and we'll all be really excited to share it in person, so that's going to be good, I think. Look, if you guys are really insistent on this sleeve cuff that I cannot figure out for the life of me what you're talking about, it's probably really obvious, and I'm just having one of those days. Feel free, I'm going to leave the picture here, take a screenshot, point to it, and chuck it on the Discord. If you really, really want me to fix it, you need to show me what I'm doing wrong. Okay? So now's your chance. Otherwise I'm just going to be oblivious, so... Philip Chandler says, I miss conventions a lot. I used to do characters at a couple of them in Toronto and I miss doing them. Yeah, I think we all miss them. We do. I think they're talking about the rolled up part of the cuff of his instrument arm sleeve not having the stripes go all the way to the end of the sleeve. Oh my god, you're right. I see it now! I see it! Oh, Jesus. Yeah, you're so right. Like, thank you guys. Eric, dude, thank you so much. Let me know if you have a question or anything I can do for you. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I can see it now. This is what happens when you work on things like this. Like, you just get completely blind to whatever you're doing. So now I can totally see what you're saying. I almost got angry at you guys. I'm like, what are you talking about? There's nothing wrong. Hilarious. Hilarious. Thanks, Eric. I appreciate it. We're gonna fix it right now, my friends. We're gonna fix this. I'm the first to admit when I'm wrong. When I can see that I'm wrong. Yeah, that was definitely an oversight, wasn't it? See, that would have happened in the inking stage, because I inked some lines on that part of the cuff, but not this one, so... Ay, ay, ay. What an ordeal it has been today. I tell ya, next time I'm streaming, I'm gonna have the biggest breakfast ever, and we'll have no problems. We will have none. I keep turning this color layer off, and I'm like, ooh, I like the teal again. Oh well. At least I have the option, right? You guys did a good job of explaining it to me. My brain is just the size of a peanut, and, you know, them's the breaks. The cuff ordeal. Yes, the great cuff ordeal of 2021. Will be forever reminded by you guys, I'm sure. You guys remember the cuff ordeal? That's how you know if you'll be an old school stream watcher in a couple of years, if you remember the cuff ordeal. Austin Mengler says, yeah, same, just been making lots of art for when in-state cons are a thing again. Lucky to have some small shows here in Perth again, but definitely miss the big ones. Great to connect digitally though. Yeah, I'm stuck in Tassie, so we got nothing going on down here, unfortunately. At least not that I'm aware of. We did have a small show called AICon. I don't know if that's like dead now or what. But they really should bring it back. I think Oz Comic Con had a pop-up kind of show, didn't they? Or they're about to? I'm not sure. It's just such a unpredictable time, you know. You can't really depend on booking flights, booking hotels, booking tables for interstate shows when, you know, you don't know if we're going to get locked down or not. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, I managed to get back to Melbourne, when was it? Early December, I think. So that was my first trip back to Melbourne to see my folks, my family, since March last year. So I'm lucky I did that when I did. So yeah, Melbourne's in a lockdown at the moment, unfortunately. I probably shouldn't even talk about such buzzwords as, you know, what I just said, because my stream will get, I don't know, freaking censored or some shit. You can't talk about anything these days, guys. You're not allowed. But yeah, so hopefully things get better soon. You know, that's what we hope for. yeah, just the whole idea of doing shows again, oh my god, it really gets me excited. Seeing all the people that you haven't seen for so long. I think we just all took it for granted, didn't we, you know? Or maybe we didn't take it for granted. I probably did, though. You don't expect it to just disappear, you know? Sam's illustration says, have you ever drawn a unicorn girl? I have not. I've never drawn a unicorn girl. That could be fun. Thank you, Toaster. Yeah, Jake. I don't think we weren't really expecting it, were we? That's why it's so frustrating, I suppose. You know, I can't complain too much. We don't have any real restrictions here in Tassie still, so I can still get out and do things, but there's only so much you can do in Tassie, guys. You know? Thanks, 423. Eric says, Mr. Step while drawing, are you using an overlay layer with a grey, or are you using a cool purpley toned colour? What I'm doing is, we have our base colours here, which I look back at and I kind of like it still, actually. So I may end up going back to this. But on top of that, I have a layer set to hue, which has changed everything to this pinky purpley kind of color, and I've just lowered the opacity down somewhat. As you can see there, it's kind of moving. So, you know, I don't know, we'll see. Just gonna keep going for the moment. Oh no, it's not a multiply, it's a hue blend mode. But the unless you're talking about the shadows, that is definitely a multiply, and I usually use, you know, a purpley kind of mid-tone color. Chili Paula. Oh, sorry, I can't read it all. Chill Paulie says, hey, I was just wondering if you supported the channel Fandarby Dozy. I saw the name Martin Abel in the patron subs. I love his channel. Yes, I am a patron of his, and I love his YouTube videos. That's so cool. Yeah, I love his work. He's such a cool guy. He makes good videos. I'm really terrible at describing what people do. But go check out Fandarby. His name is hard to say, isn't it? Fandarby Dozy. His YouTube channel. He kind of does like bushcraft videos. Kind of explains how ancient Highlanders of Scotland used to live and dressed. Things like that. I love all that kind of stuff. So. But that's so cool. Like I've never known anybody who knows who he is. So awesome. I'm so glad you mentioned. I watch a lot of YouTube. In fact, I probably watch more YouTube than I do like Netflix or anything like that. And my taste of YouTube is probably not going to work for everyone. That's okay. Yeah, it's historic Scottish videos, exactly. Alright, we're gonna call the stream done soon. I could probably keep going and finish the standing stone, but I'm not sure how I'm feeling today. Today's been a bit of a whack kind of stream, to be honest, but can't win them all, right? We've had a good run. We've had a good run of streams. Do you watch Lindy Beige? Lindy Beige, he does amazing history and medieval stuff. I believe I'm subbed to him, but I don't think I've really watched too many of them. Maybe I'm not subbed to him, because I'm not seeing his stuff lately, so... but I do know vaguely who you mean. I'm subbed to Shadiversity, so shout out to Shad. Yeah, you have to be in the right mood. I have to be in the right mood for Shad's videos, because he's very full on. But he does some good work, and oh my god. He's another historic medieval kind of nerd, basically, on YouTube. And I don't know if you caught his videos lately, but he's going to be trying to make his own castles. Like, literally, he's bought a property where he's building his house out in the country somewhere. And he's got plans to make a series of castles on this property. And I'm like, oh my god, that is the coolest thing ever. I really hope it goes ahead. Really, really, really do. Like, we need medieval theme parks here, damn it. Come on. Eric says, are there any more of those tiefling gerbils in the composition? I think they'd be fun scattered throughout making mischief. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, man, actually. There isn't, no. This girl or guy is a one-off so far. But you never know, there might be more appearances. Philip Chandler says, I have to say, I just discovered your channel and Instagram. Your work is absolutely amazing. I've been drawing for many years and I can't do what you do. Well, thank you very much. I'm really glad you found me. I'm sure you're too hard on yourself, my friend. Alright. But I appreciate the compliment. Psycho Cat, what iPad did you use? Sorry, I know so many people ask the same questions. Using an iPad Pro 2020 12.9 inch. I can't remember the storage or anything. Something. Apple Pencil 2. Do have a couple of issues here and there with it. It's not completely foolproof. I've been getting a lot of bugs with it lately, unfortunately, so it's quite painful. Okay, I'm kind of happy with that. That's okay. Took a bit of work in there, had to change some of the shadows around. Well, I think I'm just going to do a couple more things to finish this off and then we are done. Thank you all so much for watching me for almost 3 hours. It's been a thing. We've had trials and tribulations, but we're doing okay. Kind of just want to make this glyph kind of glow out of the standing stone. So that's what we're going to do now. Thanks, Drake. So if anybody has any more questions while we finish up the last bit of the stream, you're welcome to chuck them to me. Just going to add final touches to this standing stone and we're going to call it a day. And thank you everyone for the super chats too. They're not expected, but they're definitely appreciated. I do enjoy doing these streams, but this is not my natural state of working. There's a lot of pressure that comes with putting yourself out there on the stream and making mistakes, you know, as I do. And you call me out for it, I appreciate it. It was a good challenge, you know. It's nothing can be too easy in life, right? You gotta have a challenge somewhere. And you know, it shouldn't have been a challenge, but just for some reason it was today. That's alright. I think it's probably good for you guys to see me struggle sometimes. You know, like, it's reality. People struggle. Like, sometimes you have days where you're just not doing too good, or things just don't work out. You're just not feeling what you're doing. That's life, you know. I think with, you know, social media and Instagram, and you follow all these amazing artists, you just assume that they all their work is fantastic, you know, and they generally, you know, they might not show you the struggles. I think it's important to know that people struggle. I'm not feeling this shadow actually, so I might just do that. I think I'm going to call it here. Do we have any more questions that I haven't read? Eric says, will customers from the States be paying shipping, or will we be able to purchase prints on Society 6, Redbubble, etc.? Any prints that might end up in my store, you'll definitely have to pay shipping. For this in particular, I don't know. I haven't really fully decided. I like to do prints myself because I get to sign them and, you know, give that kind of like personal touch. Whereas Society 6 and Redbubble and whatnot, it's, you know, it's just like print on demand. But it's much easier for me, so I don't know. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll find out soon enough, hopefully. But yeah, so there's the Bard. What a tricky, tricky man he is. Who knew he would be such a tricky fella? But yeah, next week, same time, maybe a little bit earlier if I can get my schedule on track. And hopefully we'll be drawing something new. Yeah, I'll probably release a wallpaper, perhaps. Wallpapers are tricky because they're usually high res, and you know, people can make prints from that, so that's a little tricky one. But I would love to give you guys wallpapers, but we'll definitely make prints. I can't wait to see this as a print. It's just gonna be nice to see. Alright guys, I think that's it for me. So enjoy your week, stay safe, stay healthy, keep doing art if that's what you do, and I will see you next week. Don't forget we do have a Discord channel, which I should link. You know what, I'm actually going to make an Instagram post about it or something like that, so check me out on Instagram, instagram.com/abelart, and I'll post info for the Discord, which you can jump into, and we've got a little community in there. It's pretty cool. And yeah, so love you guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And I will see you next time. Bye.